Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead, get some insight with some guidance, and overall see what's going on for you. I hope that you're doing well. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description down below. And if you want to follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. And with that being said, let's get right into this reading and see what messages Spirit has for you for the next week. What does Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus need to know for the next 7 days? Okay, wow. We have the Swan coming out, and we also have the Cheetah. So, oh wow. It kind of feels like you're being pursued, Aries, or you're pursuing something. It kind of feels like for those that are looking for romance, it's coming your way. So be careful what you wish for. But if you're not looking for that, this could be you thinking about an idea, planning about an idea, or taking some sort of action and then going for it. So that's kind of how I feel from this. If someone is approaching you, Aries, if this is like a romantic interest, if this is someone who has an attraction towards you, seems like they're making it very clear and they might be pursuing you this upcoming week. You might be getting an invitation, you might be going out, mingling, meeting with someone. It seems really awesome. It seems really passionate and enjoyable. Let me break this down for you. So the Swan is more of a watery energy. So this next week, you may notice that there's a fluctuation in your emotions. You might notice that some days you're feeling way more fun and bubbly and positive, and other days you may feel a little bit more moodier, a little bit more flat, or maybe a little bit more like in the feels. So just be patient with yourself if that's the case. And if you are feeling irritable or annoyed or frustrated, that's a huge indication that you need some alone time. So keep that in mind for the next week. Definitely finding the balance of it all. And the Swan also does talk about reflecting on something. There's something that's on your mind that maybe you've been reflecting about or looking back at, or like, you know, kind of hangman energy, trying to change your perspective about a situation. This can also be the message of there's a situation that you're dealing with where your perspective might change throughout this week, all right? And like I said, some of you have a person that's coming in, pursuing you, that you're attracted to, that they're attracted to you. I am kind of picking up on that energy, plus the fact that these two cards are complete opposite colors. Kind of feels like there could be two separate energies, but of course we'll see when the tarot comes out. The Cheetah definitely talks about your motivation, your inspiration to go for something. You're feeling really confident. You're like so strong-minded towards some sort of goal or some sort of desire that you have. You're going to achieve it. You're going to get it, and nothing can stop you or get in the way. So very awesome vibe I'm feeling from this. Really just feeling motivated, feeling inspired, especially since the Sun's now in Virgo, so you might be really feeling motivated this week to accomplish a lot, to get a lot done. And yeah, so cool vibes, cool energy. The Cheetah is the element of fire, so I like to see that in your reading. Now let's pull some tarot messages real quick. Bottom of the animal spirit deck, we do have the Dragonfly, which specifically talks about being able to view a situation from a different perspective, which is what I was saying with the Swan. And the Dragonfly is the element of air, representing our mind and our thoughts. And if you notice here, we have the alchemical symbol in this card for water. So your thoughts, the way you perceive a situation, how you think about a situation, it's shifting. Your emotions about a situation are shifting too. So maybe your emotions towards someone are changing or something like that. Let's pull some tarot messages to see what else is going on for you, Aries, for the next 7 days. Any messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next 7 days? What's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the next week? Show me clearly. Any messages for Aries for the week ahead? Messages for Aries for the week ahead. Show me clearly. Messages for Aries for the week ahead. We got the Star. So there's something about a wish fulfillment coming in. You could be connecting with an Aquarius, or you may have Aquarian placements in your natal chart. We also have the Page of Swords. Messages for Aries, please. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Page of Wands, reverse. And give me one more for Aries for the week ahead. 5 of Cups, reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot, 9 of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the Lovers, and even the Moon, and 10 of Wands. So I do see that there's something about a cycle that's coming to an end here. I'm actually going to take these cards just to kind of touch on this a little. you've been they're in the recent past, or maybe even currently, the energy that you're dealing with, kind of like going back with what I was saying with the swan of like the fluctuations of emotions. Some days you're feeling positive, some days you're feeling more inspired, some days you're lacking motivation, some days you're not feeling on top of your game, you're not feeling the most positive, or maybe you're kind of being a little bit more of a negative Nelly. Just saying here, the Page of Wands reverse, Five of Cups reverse. Now it's indicating you're coming out of a period where you may have been really sad, down, dark, depressed, in the feels. Maybe you've recently gone through some sort of loss, or things have just not been really going the way that you'd planned. Maybe you've been feeling really bored, very stagnant with current circumstances. Maybe you've been dealing with some issues regarding a relationship here, or some sort of commitment here. Gemini energy. We also have Pisces, Cancer in this reading, just letting you guys know here. But yeah, like I would feel like in your recent past with the Eight of Swords, you were kind of struggling mentally or emotionally, or a little bit of both. Like you maybe were feeling really bogged down with current situations, with people that you're dealing with, and you know, you're just kind of struggling with staying positive or optimistic about the future and about where you're going, right? Maybe you were investing in something or a person or whatever, and you just weren't seeing results, or it wasn't really what you imagined, what you had hoped for. Anyways, so 10 of Wands, you were feeling quite burdened by this. You were feeling quite heavy, not really sure, like, what does the future hold, right? What does the future hold about me and my person that I'm connecting with? What does the future hold between me and this job, me and this project, me and my own personal goals? Like, what if this, what if that? Like, a little bit trapped in the mind, the illusions of not knowing what to expect or what's going on here, right? And kind of struggling to see options or see what's available, kind of focusing on what's not working or what you don't have. I see that shifting here with the 9 of Wands. You're staying determined, although you may have moments where you're feeling flat, or where you kind of want to quit, or you kind of just want to give up, walk away. For the most part, you are really staying determined. That's the energy of the cheetah. It's like any moment where you start to feel stuck or you're struggling to stay motivated, you have to reconnect to the root of why, what's your intention. So let's say, for example, maybe you've been, first thing that comes to mind, Virgo season, it's like maybe you've been working on your health, right? Maybe that's been a personal goal for you, setting a healthy target for yourself to accomplish. Like, let's say you want to lose 5 pounds, okay? Right? And you're not seeing results instantly, and you want to quit, you want to give up because you just feel frustrated. You're like, it's not working, right? But if you quit, well, then it's sure as hell is not going to work. You're not going to lose those 5 pounds if you just give up your journey right here. It's like you got to keep pushing. And so I see that you're staying determined, although, like I said, you might have moments where you kind of fall back, where you're not feeling the most positive, feeling a little bit more negative or pessimistic. But it's kind of like, it's a mental challenge that you've been struggling with this week. It seems like you're kind of struggling mentally / emotionally, but you can push through it. You really just have to stay determined and not let your emotions get the best of you. Really, like, taking control and taking your power, and like dedicating yourself and believing in yourself. Like, I can do this, I will do this, I must do this. Like, so yeah, there's definitely like this willpower within you, this inner strength that you are really grabbing onto and like pushing through, and that's where you're going to start to see a lot of positive shifts in your reality. Another thing that I want to pass on is that your intuition is definitely, if you've been like getting a feeling about a situation, or like you've been getting like this niggling feeling within you about a situation or about a person or about yourself, your own path, if you've been getting any kind of like feeling within you that you've been kind of doubting, or you've been waiting for like a sign or confirmation, like this is a message here with the moon. It's like you really need to pay attention to your intuition. Take some time out to be alone, to really reconnect with your inner world, because your intuition is definitely trying to guide you or trying to show you the way. And some of you aren't even paying attention. Some of you are just like so focused on everything else, like you're ignoring your intuition, or you're making excuses, or you're doubting yourself. So like that's a message for someone out there. It's like you really need to trust your intuition. If you've been getting a feeling about something or someone or a situation, you need to pay attention to that, because it's like right in front of you. So pay attention to that, okay? So the star is all about your wish fulfillment. So that's also about healing and really stepping into your authenticity. So make sure that this week you're really showing up as yourself. You're not trying to pretend to be someone that you're not. You're not trying to, you know, like for example, if you're not feeling the most positive, if you're feeling down, if you're having a bad day, don't fake it. Don't try to like put on a mask and, oh, I'm so smiley and woo. Like, you know, allow yourself to be true to you. If you're having a crappy day, you don't need to fake it. You don't need to pretend like everything's okay. It's okay to not always be okay. And some of you need to like remember that, like, hey, like I'm human too, and I'm allowed to have my off days. The star, though, on the other end is talking about some sort of wish fulfillment, some sort of dream, desire that you have. And it seems like it's starting off with like an idea that comes to mind, or it's like you're starting to envision the future that you want for yourself. And then you're telling yourself, well, maybe that can't happen. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not worthy. What if this? What if that? What if I try and I fail? What if that? Like, you know, lots of what ifs that are keeping you stagnant, keeping you stuck. But deep down, there is this there is this dream that you have, and again, it's like your intuition is telling you go for it, go for it, go for it. But part of you is just like, what if I can't do it, or what if I'm not good enough, or what if it fails? Or stop worrying about the what ifs, Aries. Stop worrying about the what ifs and just give it a chance, okay? Because I am really feeling like your own emotions are getting in the way of something that would really make you feel good. Like these emotions that you know, you're having a bad day and you're telling yourself, well, like I can't do that because it just wouldn't work. Like you're making excuses. Like I'm just picking up on the vibe that you're making excuses for yourself, or like you're telling yourself why you can't have or live the life that you want, or you can't have that specific manifestation. Like you're making excuses, and that's just a load of bullshit. Like Aries, you gotta stop making excuses for yourself. If you want it, you have to just show up and dedicate yourself. And showing up doesn't mean, and I seen this post, and I think I saved it on my phone. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But it's like showing up doesn't mean that you give 100% every single day. Showing up is like you can give 10%, you can give 1%, you can give 100%, you can give 50%. But if you keep showing up every single day, no matter what, and you just try your best, even if your best is only like the bare minimum, but hey, you showed up, you did the work, and that's a huge step. Showing up and being consistent, that is going to be the game changer. So that's what I'm feeling from this. It's like no matter what we're talking about here, whether this is a personal goal, your money, a job, a relationship, I don't give a fuck what this is talking about, Aries. Whatever it is that you want to achieve or to see growth in, you have to show up every single day. Even on the days where you don't really want to, even on the days where you're lacking the motivation, you have to have that discipline, that focus, that willpower, knowing that, hey, even though I don't really want to do this right now, I'm gonna show up, and I know my future self will thank me for doing the work now, right? You got to do the work now in order to enjoy the pleasure later on. So just get it done now, and the sooner you get this done, the more sooner you're able to enjoy all of your efforts and hard work, right? So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, because making excuses and sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself of, oh, I can't do this, or it's never going to happen, or it's taking too long, like that's not going to get you nowhere. Feel your emotions. Like I said, some of you have gone through some shit, gone through some sort of loss. It's been very heavy. You've had a lot to take care of, lots to deal with, lots of obligations and heaviness, and even like some stuff that's been a bit burdensome. And I get it. I get it. Feel those feelings. You gotta let them out. Don't suppress it. But also, like, know, like, if you gotta get your ass up. You gotta get your ass up. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay determined. You gotta believe in yourself, okay? Some of you do have some choices to make, or some adjustments to make regarding some sort of commitment or something that's part of your day-to-day routine. You might need to make some adjustments or clear some things out. Again, knocking off the bad attitude for some of you. Yeah, but for the most part, you're doing good. So Spirit just wants you to really stay focused and stay locked and loaded on your goal, okay? Do not get distracted. Do not get sidetracked. Do not let these fears get in the way, or other people's opinions, things like that, all right? And yeah, think we're gonna leave that there, okay, Aries? So just a quick little weekly reading for you. I hope that this was insightful. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description down below. And if you want to follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.